Mark Yates then. Mark, let's start with Trevor Carson, goalkeeper. Obviously good to get him in.
Yeah, brilliant, yeah. It's taken me a little while. He's been away on honeymoon. So the deal was done last week, but I couldn't get anything confirmed until he was over. We'd given each other our words, and we always just want to make sure. We're really pleased with that. You know, we lost Scotty, so all of a sudden you're looking for something different, something we haven't had to concern ourselves with over the last few years. And a number one, I think Trevor's the right age. I think he's the right type for us, and I'm absolutely delighted that we managed to get him.
And Portsmouth fans rated him. That's some endorsement for starters, isn't it?
Yeah, he's really good. I mean, you know, he went away with the Northern Ireland squad last year. In the summer. So I'd just say I'm just delighted I've got him. It's been a bit of a headache, to be honest, trying to decide which way we're going to go. But I really, you know, we want a number one, and Trevor's coming in as a number one. I'm going to try and get the best I can to put him under pressure, to push him. But after speaking to loads of people about him, everyone's very complimentary, and his work ethic and his attitude and his ability to play with the ball as well. I'm really happy that it's happened.
And because of the importance of the position, do you almost have to do a little bit more research when you sign a keeper?
Yeah, you know, it was something we've not had to think about for a few years. You know, we took Jack Butland on loan, you know, 3 years ago. Since then, Scotty's come in and been brilliant, and it's not something we've just had to keep ticking along. You know, but you know, I've been that many goalkeepers. I've had to do my homework on. I'm the most qualified goalkeeping person in this club right at this moment in time. Once I knew Trevor was available, I thought he was getting sorted at Portsmouth. Once I knew he became available, I'd made every play big play to get him, and I say really happy that he's here.
And in terms of pre-season starting today, I mean, fitness levels presumably already tested. The two Ians have had them in already.
Yeah, they were in last week a few days. It wasn't so much testing; it was just getting ready for this week. You know, I've been speaking to a few of the lads now, and it's you know, they're a bit sore on Tuesday, but that's why they were in last week, so that's taken away from them. They're in good shape now. Ian said they worked really hard, did exactly what he asked of them, and that prep will stand them in good stead for the next 6 weeks and then the season beyond that.
And going forward initially, what's the split between fitness and, if you like, working with the ball?
We've got a fitness session this morning and a football session this afternoon. We're straight in, you know, that's why they were in last week. They've got a fitness test at Gloucester University tomorrow. The usual stuff, but it's the first couple of weeks is about fitness and endurance and making sure that the base is there to work from. Along with also, you know, we're going to do a lot of team stuff, you know, pretty much right from the start, probably Thursday onwards really. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, just change a couple of things slightly and looking for a good start to the season, and we want a decent pre-season.
Obviously you've got a few trialists in. I suppose Duncan Cully's the one name that people know locally. A few others as well?
Yeah, we've got a couple of wingers from non-league that are getting a bit of interest that managed to get in. And a midfield player from Forest who've been highly recommended to me by a few people. So interesting just to have a look at them, get them some game time in pre-season and see if they can fit into our squad.
If you're looking at someone who's been at Forest and you're looking at Duncan Cully, it shows you're looking right across all the levels, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I've signed Lee Vaughan from Kidderminster, who for me will be outstanding for us. I missed out on a couple of other non-league players that I think would have made a difference to us. I'm not afraid to where we take them from. You know, I think it's about, this group's going to be about the team, not about individuals. That's going to be the way we think all season. Really, it's going to be about improving individuals to make us a better team. And I mean, I'm happy with what we've done so far, and hopefully there's a couple more to come.
Neil Trotman training with you, I understand. Yeah. What's the situation with him?
Just want to have a look at him for a few days, and he wants to have a look at us and see if we're a fit, and we'll go from there.
Okay, I mean, there has been speculation of him signing, so presumably, you know, he wouldn't be here if there wasn't interest from both sides.
Yeah, exactly.
the weekend you finished your UEFA Pro licensed coaching course. I mean, does that make any difference now that it's finished, or presumably the ideas you've been putting into practice for a good while now?
Yeah, it's been really interesting course. Some good work we did. Quite a bit of workload that's now not there. Finished, done, ticked off. But won't affect me. It's just it's a qualification of the stuff I've been trying to implement over the last 12 months anyway. Just a continuation of that, really.
Sean North obviously on the course as well. How much will that help that you both know each other already going into this season?
Yeah, of course. Delighted Sean is now on board and ready to go. I'm going to enjoy working with him and do the best we can, like we always do. Sean's a fresh voice. He's got some fresh ideas, and hopefully it'll go smoothly.
And you talk about the sort of players you want, the young, the hungry, the enthusiastic ones with the smiles on their faces.
Yeah.
How much can you actually improve those players to mould them into a team and a competitive squad?
Well, we haven't gone for star names. Our budget is dictating what we bring in. I'm trying to get the best, well-balanced squad I possibly can with some hidden gems that I think I've already got and I think will come good for us. And I think with one or two additions that can make us a real strong team. We want to be about the team. We are going to be about the team. The players are going to have to buy into that. And when I spoke to them, and when for the ones that even here last year, that's what they're buying into now. They're buying into a slightly different working environment, but it's going to be all about the team, all about pulling together as one, making sure that collectively we're as good and as competitive as others.
And you mentioned one or two additions. Any sort of developments?
Yeah, I'm constantly on the phone and trying to do things, but I just need to clear a couple of things up with the chairman. Just things take time. When I say we're working on a budget that I've got to try and stick to. So it's just important that I keep pressing them like they always ask, but sometimes that just takes a little bit longer than you'd ideally like.
Thank you.
Well, you've got 18 signed on, I think, at the moment. So are you happy with that size at the moment with the couple to come? Is that about right?
We still need more because within that there's 5 or 6 young players, really young players. So for me, I still need another 4, possibly 5. So our aim was to get 22, 23. That's what we set out as a club to bring in. And I want competition everywhere. So I'm looking at me. They've got James Bowen, Harry Williams, Bobby Dale, Adam Powell, Zach Kavitsa, and Ethan Joe. They're the 19, 20-year-olds. And we want to develop them, want to bring them through and get them game time. But we need to make sure that we've also got a little bit more experience and as well a balanced squad as we possibly can, and that's what we are continually trying to do.
Yeah, what was it about Duncan Cully that made you want to have a look at him?
46 goals last season. It speaks for itself. Not whatever level. I'd had him watched a couple of times. I haven't actually seen him live. But I've spoken to him in the summer a number of times, and his attitude's refreshing and interesting to listen to. So if he can come and make a mark, then brilliant.
Yeah, can you give us the names of the wingers of the Forest lad?
Jermaine Hilton and Amari James Smith are the 2 wingers. The Forest lad is Kieran Wallace and Duncan.
Yeah, and the keeper that you want to bring in to push Trevor, is that likely to be a young lone keeper? We haven't decided where we're going yet. I've had untold goalkeepers thrown at me and been doing research on. It's now we know Trevor's here now, and it's now a case of right, what can we get to push Trevor, but also to fit in with what we require. Yeah, you're trying to get a bigger squad than last season with slightly less money. So does that mean you've got to take a little bit of not a gamble, but try and give people a chance?
Quite happy to take a calculated risk, but when I get the sign, I'll be more than happy. I'm doing my own work. I'm making sure that I'm in as thorough as I can, making sure that we are, like I said before, the best balanced squad that we can possibly get. I've got
potentially 1 or 2 loans lined up. So it's just a case of when you bring those in, when you're allowed to bring them in by the clubs, can you get the right ones? That's a couple I'm trying to pursue, as I said. So it's just a case of getting everything right.
Yeah, it's been reported that Ashley Grimes is Charlton, one of the clubs interested in signing him. Is that potential?
I'm interested, but I've just got to make sure, like I say, when I've got a budget, I've got to stick to it. I've got to try and work the money the best I can, and we haven't got a great deal left. I still want 5 players, so I have to push and push and push. And Ashley's on the radar, but say he was this time last year as well. Unfortunately, we lost out to Bury. I've just got to just see what happens over the next couple of days.
Yeah, and you spoke about it right at the end of last season, and the players have been speaking about it, how important it is to get a close knit group, and there's certain things you're going to be doing throughout pre-season to make sure they get together pretty quickly.
Yeah, there are. Yeah, I think that's what's important to get. I've got 5 in now. I'm probably talking about another 4 really. But our whole thing also is it's about the team. It's about the squad pulling together, about the group, the 11 that play, plus the backed up by subs. Everyone's going to know what's required of them, and hopefully it'll be the way to go.
Yeah, it was difficult last season, as you said, but how excited are you now, because you've got new coaching team?
First day back, I've been put a lot of work in over the summer with various things to do with the new squad, the new backroom staff. It's all towards today and for the next 6 weeks. So it's where we are. We've got to make the most of it and really do everything we can to be as ready as we can to make a decent start.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Mark.